Hi, this is another Madhu. I've come up with another video. This time the video is on movie review, and the movie review is on movie Cocktail 2, released in 19th July 2026. July or June, I think, probably. I think June. So acted by two actresses, Kirti Sanon, Rashmika Mandana, and Shahid Kapoor. Actor is Shahid Kapoor. And perhaps you have known Cocktail 1, which was released in 2012, probably in the month of July only. Therein Saif Ali Khan was the leading actor, and two actresses were there, Diana Penty and Deepika Padukone. So I did not watch the Cocktail 1, but this time I thought that it would be better. That time I was in NTPC, and followed that I was in Lucknow. So basically I did not follow that movie. So after 14 years, 2012 2026, after 14 years I got the opportunity to watch Cocktail 2. I've heard a lot about Cocktail stories, but I did not watch the first part. The second part, Cocktail 2, is about since I did not have any clue about Cocktail 1, I'm not going to I cannot connect with the Cocktail part 1. So the part 2 is all about reconnecting old ideas, old notion, wherein they say which one is better, intimate relationship or divine relationship. So that was the whole storyline. Intimate relationship meaning physical relationship, or divine is like mentally you are connected with a person, and you want to be with that person mentally forever. So that kind of relationship they want to put forward, and they made a very uh, contrasting showcase says of both the ideologies. So this kind of ideologies you tend to come across in English movies only. And when I was in engineering and master of technology, so therein you used to see this kind of ideologies in the English movies only. And of late I have seen in Cocktail 2. The story revolves around Shahid Kapoor and Rashmika Mandana. They are very happily ever after couple, meaning without marriage they are simply leading a couple life only, like a married persons only. Every kind of intimate relationships they have made before marriage. And since I think nowadays all the high courts and supreme courts have allowed live-in relationship, so they are basically following a live-in relationship without getting married. So this is the whole idea, and their families are also aware of this situation, and they are very much close to each other, and they are actually allowing this, since because they are very much connected since I think college days and thereafter. So they are leading a live-in relationship, and Shahid Kapoor is also well established in his profession, a very good chef, renowned chef in a five-star hotel. And Rashmika Mandana is also very well off and well established. So this is the whole storyline, and they don't want to get married, and their families are also not forcing them to marry. They are happily ever after in living relationship. Then all of a sudden, they were in a meeting or they were in a party. I think Shahid Kapoor threw a anecdote wherein he was mimicking that had he got a chance to be in a relationship with somebody else apart from Rashmika Mandana, then he would ensure that Rashmika Mandana would not come across, would not come to know about it, because he has seen his very close friends doing that kind of relationship. In that party they were discussing. So while hearing this story in front of everybody, Rashmika Mandana all of a sudden got psyched. She started feeling that something is going wrong, with Shahid Kapoor. Perhaps whatever profession he is following, he is following his profession perfectly, allowing that he is doing some sort of intimate relationships with somebody else's in his profession. So this is the whole storyline, and out of his curiosity and out of her curiosity level being intensified, she actually decided to go for a trip in abroad with him just to relax her mind. And this is the whole story. And when she was both the couples will be in abroad, she will come across her old friend, female friend, and therein she got the idea that some way or the other, if she can able to understand the psyche or the mentality of her partner with the help of her female friend, she can go for next step, that is marriage. So she would be convincing her female friend that some way or the other her female friend would be Kriti Sanon. So convincing her to be in a fake relationship or some sort of seducing activity to be initiated with her boyfriend. So Kirti Sanon won't be successful, but some way or the other, the kind of leniency in this kind of fake relationship was initiated in so intense that they had a Shahid Kapoor along with Kirti Sanon, some sort of relationship would be initiated. Initially, they would be showing that they had an intimate physical relationship for one day, and thereafter next day, Rashmika Mandana will be coming back. So this is the story. So with that one day of physical intimate relationship, Kirti Sanon will be falling in love for Shahid Kapoor. So Kirti Sanon, as she is a very bold lady in living abroad in Sicily, Italy, she would be trying her best to win Shahid Kapoor in front of her female friend Rashmika Mandana. So this is the whole story. So since there, and she will be lying that there happened nothing between her and Shahid Kapoor. So, and obviously Rashmika Mandana would be going after for next step, which is marriage, and Shahid Kapoor would be happily agreeing on that, because Shahid Kapoor also would believe that one day of relationship, and because her girlfriend would be basically was allowing him to do that kind of moves with her old female friend. So he also thought that one day of relationship is nothing, because he has spent his entire life with his girlfriend from, I think, college days onwards. So he told Kirti Sanon that it would be better that whatever has happened last night we have to forget, and we don't have to think beyond that. But Kirti Sanon is like, I don't know, a little bit immaturity level she has shown. So with one day of physical intimate relationship, she fell in love with Shahid Kapoor. So that is the whole storyline which they actually projected. But later on they told that nothing happened between them. It was just a entire fake story they initiated. So whatever it may be, so Kirti Sanon would be after her, after Shahid Kapoor, and she would be coming to India in order to break the marriage between Rashmika Mandana and Shahid Kapoor. So this is a storyline. So she will be openly proposing Shahid Kapoor, not in front of everybody, but secretly. So Shahid Kapoor all of a sudden would be like little bit psyched that she has proposed, and Shahid Kapoor did not reciprocate, because obviously that old relationship since college days. So he all of a sudden, when he was drunk, Shahid Kapoor was telling that what should I do. Kirti Sanon knows that the kind of relationship or the kind of life which Kirti Sanon leads is almost similar, or in fact in like with Shahid Kapoor's mind. So Shahid Kapoor also agrees, but he actually agrees that he has spent considerable amount of time with Rashmika Mandana since college days, and in last four, I mean just before marriage, like just before 4 days, uh, just before marriage, it is not right to leave her alone. And Shahid Kapoor is also not in mind of leaving Rashmika Mandana just because of one day of relationship with Kirti Sanon. So that's it. But Kirti Sanon won't be like agreeing on Shahid Kapoor's confess. So she would try to break Shahid Kapoor's marriage, and some way other would be like a Kaikai of Ramayana. You have seen Raja Dashrath would be having 4 wives, and the third wife Kaikai, you will be like giving, will be so much psyched up that the entire family will be destroyed. So that kind of thing Kirti Sanon will be initiating, like Kaikai. The Kaikai's maid, or herein, if you do a similarity analysis, then you can understand Kaikai's maid was kind of infusing, poisoning, in fact, poisoning the ear of Kaikai. Herein, Kirti Sanon was acting as a bridesmaid, I think. Probably in Christian it is like that. So, as a bridesmaid, she is leading the role of Kaikai's servant or maid, and infusing poison into the ear of Rashmika Mandana. So Rashmika Mandana was like kind of in a doldrum, puzzled, completely perplexed what to do, whether to go for marriage or not. So in that process, everybody came to know that some way or the other there is two minds being initiated inside Rashmika Mandana. So Rashmika Mandana in this process, his psyche level went up to such a level that she all went full out, and she decided to call off the marriage. And she actually called Kirti Sanon's parents to initiate a marriage between Shahid Kapoor and Kirti Sanon. Rashmika Mandana did this. So you can understand that kind of that kind of psyched up situation happened. So Shahid Kapoor got to know about that, and Kirti Sanon told Shahid Kapoor that Rashmika Mandana actually made her to seduce him in order to test his loyalty towards her relationship in foreign. So so you can understand, Shahid Kapoor got psyched, spending so much time with Rashmika Mandana since college days. We had shared each and every parts of each other, and after that we are still together. And then Rashmika Mandana would be initiating a loyalty test to loyalty test for him. So he was completely psyched up. He left the entire marriage ceremony and started driving. And while he was doing so, Kirti Sanon and Rashmika Mandana would also follow in another car. So on the road, they will intervene, and they will try to persuade him that they would try to persuade him to calm down. That's it. Then Shahid Kapoor told that I have spent so much time with you since college days. Each and every situation have been shared with us, and all of a sudden we will initiate this kind of situation wherein we will be testing loyalty test, and I would be failing on that loyalty test. He didn't say directly, but indirectly he told that I may have failed, but I don't want to elaborate why I have failed or why I have not failed. But why would you initiate a loyalty test after spending so much time since college days with you, physically, mentally, everything? So Rashmika Mandana felt sorry for that, and obviously Kirtika Sanon was finally being bid farewell. being told to leave, because with just one day of intimate physical relationship would not create a entire lifetime relationship break. So that was the whole story. After spending so much time with your near one, and then all of a sudden, why would you feel like taking a loyalty test for your partner? So that means that you, from your side, you are trying to become a disloyal. You want your partner to be disloyal such that you can become disloyal too. So probably this is the whole central idea, because the moment you feel like testing your partner after so much time, like you can understand college days, then professional life as well, and probably I think prior to that, then there should be some sort of disloyalty features being implanted in your mind. So probably because of that, that kind of mishap happened in their relationship, and otherwise it was happily ever after, even in after marriage as well. So all in all, it's a very a different approach in love and intimate relationship, given a newer perspective to couples who are into relationship for a long time, and sometimes they feel like, when probably to those couples who are into a relationship for a long time, and all of a sudden they feel like getting disconnected in the form of disloyalty. In fact, they don't feel the guts to be, they don't get the guts to become a disloyal. You expect your partner to be disloyal in order to become yourself disloyal. So that kind of feeling make erupt sometimes in your mind when you are into a relationship for a long time, physically and mentally. And probably that time you have to realize that things would have become bore after such a long physical and mental relationship. So you have to take a step backward and understand, why do you want to leave, or why do you want your partner to be disloyal such that you want to be a disloyal as well. So in that process, what I have understood through this movie is that you have to identify things through which you can feel connected. It's not about intimate relationship or your mental connection. You have to feel, you have to get some sort of externalities through which you can get connected with your partner once again. So probably you have to see, when you are getting up early in the morning or late in the morning, and when you are getting your first touch with your partner, and feel connected, not as a physical connection but as a mental connection. So that kind of connections you have to identify within your long term relationship, such that you can reignite your relationship once again in a stronger way. So probably that is the only solution. Otherwise, there would be another kai servant or bridesmaid to be in your life to destroy your entire long term relationship. It doesn't matter whether you're married or you're not married, but your long term relationship should be intact. Sometimes you feel, obviously you feel bored about your relationship, because you know each and every word, every steps, every moves, every physical existence of your partner. Even mentally also, his or her presence you know. But what you have to understand, that there shouldn't, no matter what kind of boredom you feel about your partner, after knowing your partner fully, thoroughly, physically, mentally, because if you don't stop there, there will be another kai servant, another bridesmaid, who will be in your life to destroy your long term relationship. A long term relationship should not be allowed to be destroyed with just a short snap of relationship, because that is not going to last. That is transient. And probably I think the time has come, you have to realize that long term relationship has to be kept intact, and has not to be allowed in the hands of short term relationship. So that's it, because short term relationships are something which you may feel like connecting to, because after being with long term relationship, new excitement, new mental happiness, all these things will be there. But with the short term connections, your long term connection should not be destroyed. Probably this is the whole central idea. With short term achievement, your long term achievement should not be destroyed. This is the only central idea what I believe they want to give to Aam Aadmi, to us. And probably with this central idea, I feel this movie should be rated 5 out of 5. It has got a good rating in IMDb, 7.6 out of 10. But for me, with this central idea and the kind of direction, the kind of uh, originality they have maintained in a relationship story, I believe this movie deserves to get 5 out of 5. So that's all. If you feel like giving a thumbs up to this movie review, please do so, and please subscribe my channel Ronnie's Identity in YouTube channel. I would be coming with more videos and reviews like this in the future. Till then, goodbye, and I wish you nice night. Bye.